Hey everybody, Qroo here. This is going to be a really quick video, and I say that a lot, and they're still long, but I think this one will be quick. I'm just going to show you something that I noticed, years and years ago, but it took me by surprise. I don't see people talk about it in Spanish lessons. And I'm going to demonstrate because I think it is the easiest way to explain this. Somebody knocks on the door. You go up and you're like, who is it? What are you going to ask? ¿Quién es? ¿Quién es? And if you're on the other side and you want to say, it's me, how are you going to answer that? Did you pause? You're trying to match it up to your English. It is me. So you're like, es mi? Es yo? In Spanish, you say, I'm me. Soy yo. That's how you respond to those type of questions. So think of it this way. If you're trying to say, it's you or it's me, that kind of things, you're going to be using, instead of objects, you're going to be using subjects like yo, tú, usted, those kind of things. Could use nosotros, us, ustedes, vosotros in Spain. But the verb is going to match that subject. That is very different from English. On YouTube, I like to watch Korean action movies, especially police movies dubbed in Spanish. I don't know why. There's a ton of them on there. I'm a big fan of Korean movies, and they just happen to be dubbed in Spanish, which works out because I speak Spanish. And there was a scene in one I was watching today, and it reminded me to go ahead and get this video done. And, they're wrestling with this police officer who's kind of gone rogue. And he's like, tenemos que buscar el sospechoso. We have to search for the suspect. And the other guy answered, the suspect is you. El sospechoso eres tú. And I was like, there it is. I should mention that. Now, it's going to work this way, no matter if you're past tense or anything else, and also in some ways you might not expect. For example, let's say I want to say, the person that called you was me. Do you want to take a stab at that one? I would normally reach for coffee, but it's a little later in the day, and believe it or not, there's no coffee here, and this might be the only video I've ever done. There's not coffee on my desk. I feel like I should stop it. So go ahead. You got that one? You ready? La persona que te llamó fui yo. That does not match English at all. So our first part, la persona que te llamó, the verb there, llamó, is in the third person. That kind of matches, right? The person, that's matching that. The person that called you, that part's matching. Was me. And you're back to I'm me, past tense. But, it's in the preterite because it's talking about, just not me being me in general, but I'm the person that called. Fui yo. Interesting, isn't it? Well, I hope this video was useful to you. If you did find it useful or even mildly entertaining, or if you just like the channel and you want to help me out, do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. And until next time, hasta luego.